Lesson 8.5, Systems of Inequalities. To solve a system of inequalities in multiple variables, the solutions are going to be a whole bunch of points that are x's and y's. So that's hard to describe sometime with, the description is just the inequalities. So we draw a graph. So we graph all the inequalities on the same coordinate plane, and the solution is the intersection of the shaded areas. So to graph an inequality, a nice little review, pretend the inequality sign is an equals and graph the lines. So however it is, if it's a straight line with the y equals mx plus b, or if it's quadratic or whatever. So draw the graph as if it was an equation. And then you have to decide if the line is solid or dotted. It's solid if it's equal to, so that's less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. And it's dotted if it's not equal to. It's if it's just less than or greater than. Then shade. Two ways to decide where to shade. You can pick a test point not on the line. Plug that test point into the inequality. If that results in a true statement, then shade the side of the graph with that test point. If the result's not true, you'll shade the other side of the graph. Or the shortcut, if you have solved your inequality for y, so it's important to solve for y. If it's y is greater than, you'll shade above the line. If it's y is less than, you'll shade below the line. So let's solve this system. Well, the first one is like a line, so let's solve it for y by subtracting x. So, hey, look, that it is a line. The y-intercept is 1, and the slope is negative 1. Down 1 over 1. All right, is it solid? It is solid because it is equal to. Okay, so we can draw that solid line. And then we can look at shading. Since I solved it for y, and its y is greater than, we'll shade above. So I'm just going to put these little marks here above my line so we can remember that we're shading above it. All right, let me change the color, and let's do the second one. Again, I could solve this for y, so it'll be y is greater than x plus 1. So again, I start at 1, but now the slope is 1 because it's 1x, so I go up 1 over 1. It has the equal to, so it is solid. And it's greater than, so we're shading above. So put little marks above my line to show that we're shading up there. Let's change the color again and do the last one. Y is less than 2. So we have to think about y equals 2. Y equals 2 is a horizontal line where y is 2. It is a solid line because it has the equal to. And it's less than, so we're going to shade below. So we're below. And so our answer, let me change the color again, maybe to a highlighter, is the place where all three are, which happens to be this little triangle. That is the only place where all three inequalities are shaded. Okay, let's try this one. Well, let's start with the first one. It's a parabola. So we could graph that by making a table. If I put in 0, I get 0. If I put in 1, I get 1. When x is 2, y is 4. When x is 3, y is 9. When x is negative 1, y is 1. When x is negative 2, y is 4. When x is negative 3, y is 9. It is solid line. So let's try to draw a good parabola. And its y is greater than, so we're going to shade above, which would be anywhere above the line up there. Change the color. And let's do the bottom one. The bottom one's a line, and we're starting at 2, and the slope is 1. So I go up 1 over 1. But it doesn't have the equal, so it is dotted. So let's draw this dotted line. And it is greater than, so we shade above. Let's grab a highlighter to shade, and it'll be the places where both are shaded. And so that's all the solutions.